What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to show you why you cannot handstand push-up yet. Alright, family, today I'm with my friend Danjeongg. Thank you for being on the channel. He's going to be the model demonstrating the exercise because it's one single exercise that is going to improve your handstand push-up. Before we go into the exercise, the tip and why I believe most people cannot handstand push-up yet on the freestanding, it's because you're simply not strong enough. The handstand push-up is a movement that requires both technique and strength, but if you got the strength component right, if you're really strong and you have a solid handstand or balance, the sense of balance, then it's just a matter of practicing the technique. So what we're going to be focusing today is what I believe to be the best exercise body weight wise to get really strong shoulders for the handstand push-up. That is going to be the back to wall handstand push-up. We're going to be demonstrating further the chest to wall handstand push-up because many people think that that is a better exercise, which nothing wrong with that exercise. It has its place, but they think it's better because it just mimics more the handstand push-up technique. And they think that back to wall is bad because you're arching too much. I just want to demonstrate what happens when you get tired on the chest to wall. So let's give me around 6 reps on the chest to wall handstand push-up. If we can get this slightly from the side, that'll be great. So chest to wall handstand push-up, don't go too far, maybe like right here, that's what normally people do it. So he start good, whole body shape, go forward. It does mimic the handstand push-up, perfect rep. Now, as he start getting tired, you see this curvature? It's inevitable. And the curvature doesn't happen because of lack of core strength or technique. It just happens because the shoulders are not strong enough to keep the body, you can come down, to keep the body fully straight. So, and that happens the same on the freestanding handstand push-ups. When we arch, people think like it's a technique issue or my core is weak. It's simply that your shoulders are not strong enough to push in that diagonal, perfectly vertical line. So, I like the back to wall handstand push-up because you can scale it more, and we're gonna see how we do that. With the chest to wall, it's very hard to scale. Like if I just put you on the parallels right now on the chest to wall, you are gonna crash and it's hard to get in. You waste a lot of energy to go up into the wall. It's almost as hard as a freestanding handstand push-up. With the back to wall, we can really scale it up. So let's go over the technique and how we can build up to the boxes, which where I believe the money is at. If you can get to this point, your shoulder strength will not be a problem for the handstand push-up. But first, step first, let's go to the floor. So to set up, we place our hands at about a feet distance apart from the wall. We use socks so we don't have any frictions and we can just slide comfortably. We place the hands right there, slightly wider than shoulder width is most comfortable for most people. You just kick up into your handstand. He's gonna lean forward, the head is gonna get almost touching the wall, elbows go in, go forward, and then he pushes back up. He got a small arch, nothing wrong with that, no dangerous, go, keep going. Nothing happens, but just to minimize it a bit, he can simply create a little posterior pelvic tilt and in small core engagement. And this is a natural arch, you can come down. That's a natural arch that you saw also on the chest to wall handstand push-up. So the arching is not the problem. What I like about this exercise is just to build the strength, build muscle mass, both of them combined, and then transferring that strength to the freestanding handstand push-up. You can practice a technique with pikes, with negative freestanding, but that's for a different video. This is just get super strong and the handstand push-up is gonna give you an easier time. Now let's increase it up a notch, which a notch is a lot. This is just a few inches height, and he's gonna realize how big of a difference this is and how hard it is. So give me 3 good reps. 3 good reps. So again, a feet distance apart from the wall, just kick up into the wall. Before you go down, posterior pelvic tilt, hollow up the chest, and instead of arching that way down, you shift the way forward. Yes, perfect. Elbows are in, perfect rep. So you see how much struggle he's getting, you can come down. Comparison to the floor. And it is important to know that if you work on the floor, you're literally working on this little range of motion. So it's very short range of motion. If you do a military press, it's actually from here. So to mimic a military press, which is a fantastic exercise to build shoulder strength, we will have to get here. But obviously, this is hard and it requires time to build. Let's step it up a notch. Let's see how we do on a higher P-Bars. Let's give it 2 reps. This is gonna be so sore tomorrow. Nice. Well, perfect. Perfect. One more. You got it. You got it. Yes. Yes. That's it. Come down. That's perfect. That's a good demonstration to see that his max right here is probably going to be like 3 or 4 because he's tired. But on the floor, he can probably bang out 6 to 8. I'm going to be talking about reps at the end, but just to keep it in mind that on the floor, he can do 8. And just on a hand elevation, he can only do 3 to 4. So that's how harder it gets based on the range of motion. We're going to talk about reps at the end, but first, let's get where the real money is at, on the boxes. So I believe if somebody can get on the boxes to a 5x5, 5 sets of 5 reps, 5 sets of 5 reps, you're going to build an incredible amount of strength, and strength is not going to be the issue for your handstand push-up. Let's get it here. Same deal. Hands a bit wider than shoulder width, a feet distance apart from the wall, and same concept of the motion. Let's get this one good side view so they see that it's not a crazy amount of arch that we get. Shoo. Okay. Down, shoulders touches the boxes, and they go up. That's it. 1 rep. That's perfect. That's perfect. That's awesome. Nice. So if you're working with low reps, obviously you want to go for more higher sets. So if you're doing 2 reps, you could probably do 7 sets of 2. But what I recommend is start on the floor, do that 2 to 3 times per week, 3 to 4 sets. You might start only with 4 to 5 reps, and what you're going to do is simply build it up to 10. Once you get to 10, 12, or I recommend even 15, then you're going to increase the elevation, but it's not that you stop doing the floor. You keep doing the floor on 1 day of the week, and the second day of the week, you do it on the parallels on a lower rep range. So Monday, for example, is on the floor, 3 sets of 10, and Thursday is on the P-Bars, 4 sets of 5. Then on the P-Bars, it's going to get to a point that you get to 10, and then you increase the height again, and you keep repeating the process. Then it gets to a point where you're doing, on these P-Bars right here, you might be doing 1 day, 3 sets of 10, but the second day, you focus on like 6 sets of 2. And eventually build up both numbers until you can do 5x5 here, and even get to the point that you can do 3 sets of 10 on the boxes. If you can do 3 sets of back-to-wall handstand push-ups on the boxes, you can forget about building more strength on the shoulders. You don't have to worry about that, and you can simply work on perfecting your handstand, work maybe on pike push-ups to understand more the leaning component, and it just takes you a little bit of time to understand the handstand push-up technique. But the main issue that I see most people have is strength. Get the strength component down first, and then work on the technique. Do you have any questions? So many people, they already try to do the freestanding handstand push-up without even doing back to wall. I think that's a mistake. I would say to get at least 3 sets of 10 on the floor, then you can begin practicing on the floor. You should have the strength because it's also the same range of motion on the floor. Then once you can do 3 sets of 10 on this one, then you can use this one for the freestanding. But yeah, I recommend around getting to 3 sets of 10 reps. That's all. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment down below what else you'd like to see on this channel. Make sure to check Dan's channel down in the description. He also teaches calisthenics and gives amazing tips, so make sure to check him out. With that being said, we'll see you all next week. Much love.